Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Hope you're having a brilliant day.
We're last seen somewhere, and if you subscribe to our channel, you know we're currently on the beautiful island of Madeira. And if you don't subscribe to our channel, why not?
Yeah, why not? It would really help us out.
Yeah, help support our channel.
Today, we're going to explore more of this beautiful island. So we've arrived at Garajau and we've dipped into a cafe because the heavens have opened again and it's absolutely pouring down. But that's the strange thing here in Madeira. One minute it's raining and the next minute the sun's out. The weather does really change all the time, doesn't it?
And it is actually brightening up now, so hopefully it won't last long. Fingers crossed.
So we're here at the Christo Rei statue and the views up here are absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it's right up on a high cliff and it looks right up over the ocean. You can see Funchal. The views are absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
But the reason it's here is because until 1770, if you weren't Catholic, you weren't allowed to be buried on the island. So they used to throw the bodies of the dead Christians off the cliff, which sounds gruesome.
That sounds awful, doesn't it?
But they were dead. So the statue's basically built in remembrance to those things happening, I suppose.
He's in quite bad disrepair, isn't he?
Yeah, it looked like he got fingers missing and things like that, doesn't it? But
you told me he predates the Christ the Redeemer, doesn't he?
I think he was built 4 years before Christ the Redeemer in Brazil, so yeah.
Yeah, obviously he's a lot smaller than Christ the Redeemer, though.
Yeah.
So I did read online before we came down here that the area here has got a very, very small car park, and when it's busy, parking's incredibly limited. So we parked up the hill and walked down. It was a bit easy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But it looks like there's a lot of spaces there today, so it looks like I've been an idiot.
So there is actually a cable car when you come and see the Christo Rei statue, and you can go down to the beach and a nature reserve. And we were going to go on it, but it doesn't look like it's open. There's not even anybody sat in the booth. So.
No, and I'm not going to lie, I'm semi-relieved.
Why?
Because it looks absolutely petrifying.
Yeah, it does look quite steep, I will say. As well as the statue and the cable car, they've also got a little cafe restaurant here, and you can sit there and it's got lovely views down to the beach. As well as a cable car, you can also access Garajau Beach by road, which turns into a footpath. It's very steep, very windy, so just remember, what goes down must come back up.
So it's a hell of a walk up to where we parked the car, so we're going to go back a fun way and we're going to take a Tuk Tuk. And it only cost us €5, and I think that's a fair price for a bit of fun. You alright?
Yeah, you can see how steep the hill is that we're going up. So maybe ignore our previous advice about parking at the top and walking down because the car park's tiny. If I was you, I would drive down. If the car park's full, only then come back up and walk it, because that hill is horrendous.
It's a horrendous steep hill. We got only a little way up and thought, nope, we'll get a Tuk Tuk.
Yeah.
And it was well spent money, that was a good €5.
And he brought us right back up to the top of the hill, right to where our car was.
Yeah.
So good service. So now we're in Santana.
The drive wasn't too bad, a lot more tunnels than I'm used to. The way they've built the roads on this island, it's nothing short of staggering really. It's a real feat of engineering, it's brilliant.
And also the landscape, you'll notice when driving around the island, is absolutely stunning. It's so incredible, the hills and everything is lovely.
It is beautiful, really beautiful.
But the reason we come to Santana is there's traditional little houses here. So we're going to go out now and see if we can find them. So we found the Santana houses, and they're these cute little triangular shaped, brightly coloured houses.
They are absolutely gorgeous, I've got to be honest. Apparently, this is how they used to live in the old days when they discovered the island, didn't it?
Yeah, and they're made from wood. The structure's a wooden structure, and the roofs are thatched, and they're thatched in the old days from the crops they used to grow.
Yeah, but they're mostly gift shops now, aren't they?
It looks like it, yeah, but it does look like one is actually still lived in, which is amazing because they're tiny.
Yeah, they are really small. It's got a satellite dish and everything on it.
Yeah.
So we've taken a short walk down from the houses that we were at earlier into the centre of Santana, and it's absolutely delightful.
Yeah, it's quite a sleepy little place, but it's quite traditional, and they've even got a really, really pretty church which is behind us. So we've just stopped in Santana for a little drink. I'm having a beer. Matthew's obviously on the coke because he's driving. But the little restaurant that we've come to, it's got its own little Santana house in it, which is really lovely. And the actual restaurant itself is painted in the Santana colours, the blue, the red and the white. So we're heading back to the park now, and even though I love Santana, I'm really not sorry because it's really windy here and I'm getting really cold.
It's really high up and it's absolutely blowing a gale. So we just got back to the hotel. We're going to go in, get showered, go out and have some traditional Madeiran food and drink.
So we've come to a Madeiran restaurant just outside of Old Town in Funchal, and the dish that we're going to try tonight is a traditional Madeiran dish, and it's called picada, and it's beef squares in a sauce, and you have it with chips, but you share it. So we've got one between us, and you can actually get this dish all over Funchal. We've seen it in nearly every restaurant we've been in. So let's try it.
So this looks absolutely delicious. It's right up my street. Meat, chips, mushrooms, another mouthful. Oh yeah, that's really nice, really creamy. That's delicious.
On my turn, it looks amazing. It's got loads of meat in it, lots of chips, lots of mushrooms. So I'm going to try a bit of beef on its own at the moment. Yeah, you're right. It's a lovely sauce. It's really creamy. That's really nice.
I've seen a lot of people eat that dish here in Madeira, and theirs seemed a lot creamier than that one. It seemed to have a very watery sauce. So I don't know if we've had the best one there, but that was a nice enough meal. But I'm going to have a poncha now to finish my night off and my day off, I think.
So we've come to Valha. It's a poncha place in Old Town, and we want to try out the poncha here because every time we've walked past, it's been closed, but it's meant to do a really good poncha. And not only that, but I'm sat next to a really cute cat house, which they built especially for the cats by the looks of it, and there's two asleep in there now. It's really cute.
We've tried Raider Poncha and we've tried Arsenal's Poncha, but we've not tried Valha's ponchas yet, like Dorinda said, because it's always been closed. So I'm going to give this one a go. I've gone for my usual traditional, and it's a really strong one, so I'm ready for it. Oh yeah, God. It really does kick you the minute you try it, but it's an absolutely fantastic drink. I think I've fallen in love with Poncha.
So I've got a strawberry one. I have tried the passion fruit one, which I also like, but tonight I'm going to stick with my strawberry, which is my favourite. So let's give it a go. Oh yeah, nice flavour. Quite strong. Very nice.
So last night got a little bit messy with the ponchas.
Yeah, the locals are really friendly down there, but they were buying us ponchas, so we had way too many.
Yeah, we were in no fit state to do an outro last night.
It was a great end to a great day.
Yeah, it really was. It was a good day yesterday,
Yeah.
wasn't it? We're last seen somewhere. The last fish you saw us was Madeira.
If you want to see more of our Madeiran videos, why not subscribe?